Hello and welcome to another episode of London Music Centre sponsored I'm Elliot Mann. I'm using this channel to help, guide and assist parents and students alike in order to make sure that they get the most out of their musical journey. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a really simple thing, which piano books to start with. Let's go. I've been a piano teacher myself for 10 years. We work now with up to about 400 teachers altogether. So we know what works, what doesn't work, not because we're clever, because we've seen the differences. I want to start with what you want to have, because you can go immediately to the links below as I'm speaking to you, click on the links, whichever country you're on, and get yourself these books. If your child is from the age of 4 to the age of 9, 10, you can buy these books and be the happiest in the world. Book number 1 is called Me and My Piano by Fanny, Waterman. It's a British publication, and it's one of the most enhancing and exciting and engaging books I've ever seen. What's so special about this book? First of all, it starts from the 5 fingers on the right hand, C, middle C, D, E, F and G, and then on the left hand, right after the right hand. So it's not in tandem, it's not together, right hand, left hand. Some do that. Awful, confusing, just right hand. So simple, it's right here. And then left hand, C, B, A, G, F. So now you have each hand separately and then she brings it together. It's such a wonderful thing. In every note or finger, we have 2 pages of about 3 to 4 tunes. Obviously it's getting better. And from the outset, it's exciting. Even the middle C, the rhythm is great, but then C and D, C, D and E, you have proper tunes. So it's easy to go through it. The child feels a sense of satisfaction, which is everything in progressing, right? And also, it's very involving. You have lovely illustrations, you have lovely feel to every page. It is horizontal, not vertical. So landscape, it's a bit wider, it has a lot of light, and you really feel comfortable looking at it. Me and My Piano by Dame Fanny Waterman. Hands down, the best book I have ever used with my students. The second very good book, almost one of the best ones, not exactly for the youngest children, so you need to be maybe 6 or 7 to start with it. It's called The Easiest Piano Course by Schaum. I hope I remember the title. I don't have any notes, guys. Whatever I'm speaking to you comes from immediately from the bank of memories and experience and trillion phone calls with every parent I've ever spoken to. So you can see the image here. You can find it on Amazon. Check the links below. One link and you get the book to your doorstep. Really recommend it. The wonderful thing about this Schaum is that, first of all, by the way, it's been published in 1942. 1942, that's 80 years ago, and it's still in publication. It's that successful. It's such a pleasure to work on it. The reason it's not for the youngest beginners, because it is starting with all 5 fingers right away, C, D, E, F and G, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, and so the young child will find it a bit overwhelming, but again, age maybe 7, 8, you can already think, okay, just right hand, and you progress, and the left hand comes, and it's a wonderful thing to do. The major difference is the tunes are absolutely gold, because he's taken those classical music, the Chopin and the Schubert and the Beethoven and the Mozart and all those wonderful Tchaikovsky stuff, and he convert them and simplify them to that level. So you never feel like you're playing a god-awful tune, which is not even a tune, just a noise, until you get to the right tunes. You play beautiful music right from the start, and mommy and daddy comes and, oh my goodness, listen to you. You can do a little recital for the grandparents or for us in the evening or the weekend. What a great pride and joy. These 2 books are the best ones. Now let me jump right to the 2 worst books I've ever seen. And hands down, without any competition, it's the Oxford publication, and you'll see the image here. Now again, this is not to say that they're not good, but it's to say that me personally and the team that working with me, we found that book really awful. There is no coherence to the tunes. There is no kind of direct line, gradual linear progress. It's all over the place. You feel like one tune is too hard and another tune is too easy. And the worst thing, in my opinion, is that there is no tune to it. It doesn't sound like a nice tune to play. Now, I know the child will do whatever you ask him or her to do, but if the tune is boring, why would they practice it? Why would they want to play it to others? It's just boring. It's not even Little Bo Peep, it's just like some sort of a car hooting in the street. It has no meaning. Most of the tunes are useless. And I remember looking at it and wanting to tear my hair out. Who put it together? Oxford publication? Thumbs down, guys. Really awful. Another one, which I don't want to say awful, but it's very old-fashioned. It's the John Thompson, and I say John Thompson, and you remember already the cover, and you remember your own childhood and how much you hated music lessons and piano in particular. It's a boring book, and you know what? I don't know if it's good to play something awful and then think like, oh, I really want to get rid of this, or to play something boring and think, well, it's okay, but it's boring. I say no to both, and I think boring is worse than awful, because boring say, let's just keep on going. Awful think I need to run away from this. So the John Thompson is just, I hear the name and I'm thinking boring. C, 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 D, C, B, C, D, C, B. It sounds like you get nausea just listening to it. No taste. So the two good ones, Me and My Piano by Fanny Waterman and The Easiest Piano Course by John Schaum. The beautiful thing about it, it starts from pre-book A. It's a kind of very early beginners. And then it goes to A, B, C, D, E, and as it progresses, my goodness, you can be grade 3 and still struggle to play these tunes in grade 4 and grade 5. So it doesn't just suit beginners, it works all the way. And by the way, it would be a good idea as an adult student to also consider the John Schaum Easiest Piano books, because you will find your niche right there and you say like, oh goodness, I know these tunes and I can play them. So what if it's simplified? I can play the tune. What a wonderful feel is that? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, do list them below. As a parent, if you invest in the right books, it will make a difference. Find them below on Amazon, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with other families, if you're a parent, you have a community of parents that you know from school, that you know from your neighborhood. They need to know these things in order to really find the right books for them. So don't keep it for yourself. If you like what you heard and you think it has some value, go ahead and do it. If you are within the London area, you can find us online as well. I don't want to promote the business. It's not really a business, it's more like a mission, but you'll find our contact details, our email address, and everything else as well if you wanted to inquire about taking lessons and finding the right teacher. But for all of you worldwide, thank you so much for watching. I like you so much for taking the time, knowing more of how to do this as a parent and how to tick this box of music education for your children. Thank you so much. Take care. See you in the next video.